What's good, y'all? It's your boy TimelessRoc with TR Mentality, and we back with another live. But before we get into it, make sure y'all own y'all own shit, man. You already know the vibes. But as y'all can see by the title, you feel me? We're gonna be talking about the struggles of being an entrepreneur in your 20s, and I got a lot to talk about on this topic. This is something that I've been thinking about for the longest. Um, I think every entrepreneur gonna definitely feel me on this. Everybody that's in their 20s and everything. I talk about this so much, even to y'all all the time. We talk about ego. We talk about just so many things that we hold ourselves back when it comes to this whole entrepreneurship journey, especially when it comes to, when we're being in our 20s, we starting to grow, we starting to get older, we want to accomplish certain things by a certain age, we want to do certain things, and then as we start to get older, we start to realize that certain things just feel like we kind of behind. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna get into it in this live, man. Everybody that's coming in, make sure y'all go ahead and hit like on the live. Also, go ahead and comment where you watching from so that we can get the conversation started and all that. But we gonna get right into it. But yeah, man. So the biggest reason why I always say the struggle of being an entrepreneur in your 20s is that when you in your 20s, you kind of get into an age where, especially me, I'm 25, right? So you kind of start to get to an age where maybe you want to get your own crib. You want to live on your own. If you haven't moved out of your parents' crib yet, you might want to get your own car. You might want to have kids. These are a lot of things that start to happen as you start to get a little older. But with those being something that we start to want around this time, you start to see people that you grew up with actually start to do those things. Like maybe they went to college, they might have graduated from school, and then now they moved out, got their own crib, got their own car, they having kids now, all these things, right? Yo, Mariah, what's good? But yeah, you see the topic. What's the struggles of being an entrepreneur, or the biggest struggle of being an entrepreneur in your 20s? And I know you can relate to this one, Mariah. So definitely, this is definitely a great topic for you to be popping in on. You feel me? But yeah, basically what it is I talk about this all the time, and the reason why I say ego is like I said, we have these moments where we start to see everybody around us start to do these things that we know we want, but since we didn't get to a place yet financially or whatever, we don't start. So it feels like we feel like we don't move forward. We feel like we not progressing in life. In a sense, we start to feel like we behind because of our ambitions, but we have goals, knowing that put we don't want to just do things because, like, I always talk about this. I always say that I could, if I wanted to go ahead and move forward, maybe if I wanted to go ahead and start having kids, I want to move out in my own, get my own crib, I want to do these things. I could work a job, I could work a regular 9 to 5, I could get a job, and I could make enough money to go ahead and do that, right? But I always talk to y'all about the fact that would take away so much time from my craft, making YouTube videos. Right now, I probably wouldn't even be able to go live right now, making YouTube videos, making music, dropping music, going live, all these things, right? Hold on, let me see. Managing money on your own is the biggest struggle with being an entrepreneur in your 20s. Managing money on your own, man, that's a skill, especially in our culture, as black people. We don't learn how to budget. We don't know what that is. Budgeting sounds like, nah, man. Like, budgeting sounds like only broke people would do it, right? It's like, oh, if you budget, if anybody mention a budget, you like, nah, hell nah, bro. You basically just telling me not to spend my money. You gonna put me in a position where, I'm just controlled by every dollar. But man, when you learn about budgeting, I've been learning about budgeting a lot lately. When you start learning about it, it's really, I heard somebody say, like, budgeting is really, it's giving yourself, instead of feeling like you're restricting yourself from spending, it's giving yourself permission to spend, because now you get to see all the money you make, all your fixed expenses, and then you can allocate certain dollars, every dollar to a certain place, rather than you just spending money and then you look at your check and you like, well, damn, where'd the money go? But now you get to know, because now it's all documented, it's all listed. Yeah, definitely got to learn that budget for real, how to budget for real. Yeah, you got to, like, damn, like I said, in our culture, it's like, budget, hell no, I ain't doing that. Like, it's looked at as this thing, like, only broke people do it, or like you just being controlled and you're not going to be able to have fun. But really, you can't. You have a lot more fun. You start to realize you're making a lot more money than you thought, because now you actually get to see it and where it's going, rather than just freestyling everything. Like I talked to y'all before about budgeting. Like that's all cool to know, okay, how much you make, how much you spend. It's cool. That's the easy part. The easy part is to just go ahead and do that. But the hard part is how you gonna pace it. How you gonna make sure that that money is actually there, right? So like you can easily say, okay, I make this much and this bill costs this much, right? But now you need to know, okay, how I'm gonna make sure the money is actually in the account when it's time. And I talked about this pacing method where, say if you get paid, you know, 2 times a month, right? Now every bill you have, you're gonna break your bills in half. So like your first check, you take out half of whatever that bill is. If it's $100 bill, you're gonna take out $50, right? And then you put that in a certain account. And then when the second check, you take out another $50. Instead of just a lot of people that freestyle, you would just get paid. You would just be getting paid every check, and you just be splurging that money, right? And then when it's time to pay the rent, or it's time to pay the car note, or whatever it is, you just take that entire chunk from one check, and then you realize, damn, I'm fucking broke. Yo, K, what's good? K the goat at budgeting, man. Get that K with the budgeting, man. She a goat. She the one that really be locked in on it. She understand it a lot. But yeah, of course, that's gonna help you. But yeah, I was talking about, you know, Mariah, like what's your thoughts on like seeing people that you grew up with, they start to move out, they start to get their own stuff, they get their own car, maybe they having kids now, maybe they getting married, you know? What's your thoughts on that? Like obviously you wanna you want those things, but for me, like I said, I talk about it, my ego could easily say, well, fuck it, I'm gonna just conform, I'm gonna just go get me a job just so I can feel like I'm not behind, right? And I could just go get these things, right? But then it's gonna put me in a position where I can't focus on my craft, my business. You know, I can't do any of those things. So where now I end up getting trapped. That's how a lot of people get trapped. 20 years down the line, you look back and you're like, because you just got comfortable working that job and paying those bills that you had, right? Fear of failure is another struggle of being an entrepreneur. That's a fact, of course. Like, because you see a lot of people hear stuff from their parents, like, oh, go to school because that's the only way it's going to work for you. Like, other than that, you just setting yourself up for failure and you're going to be broke. You're not going to make any money. Nobody, you know, none of that, all that stuff. It's crazy. So that's where that fear of failure comes in. It's like when you realize that if you 18, you getting out of high school, bro, you got so much time, in the sense that it's like, bro, you could literally try 20 things, hate them all, and still be 20. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the hood. I only see them making babies. That's a fact. But it's like, yo, because that's true. Because that's, you know, and this is why I say don't let your ego get in the way, because social media, we talk about it all the time, is literally just a highlight reel. Like, if I show y'all, right, say if I came on here and I was like, y'all, I got this new car, I got this new crib, here go a house tour, look, and I do it, right? You don't know that next month I could be over here fucking stressed, like, oh my God, that payment due, oh man, rent due, I'm done, like, what am I gonna do? But I'm not gonna show y'all that. I'm gonna just keep on making my videos, smiling, yeah, look at the wheel, all this, da-da-da, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm over here fucking hurt, bad, off camera. But people don't, you know, people don't know that. People don't look at that. And then that's how they let their ego get them. And then they get in a bad situation. Nah, but I haven't seen people around me like get to the next level as of yet. But they do get their own like places and cars, but that's about it. Yeah, you know. And if you got your own place already, of course, you know, you're not gonna look at that. You know what I'm saying? July Jackson, what's good, my boy? What's good? Well, I shouldn't even say my boy. My bad, you know, if you're a woman and all that. It's tough when I can't see you know, when I can't see profile pictures. Facts, you could be showing all that and be drowning in debt. That's the craziest part, July. That's the craziest part. You know what I'm saying? And then like people from the outside will be looking at it like, oh my God, they winning. Look at me though, I ain't doing nothing, right? But it's like, no, you really putting yourself in a good position to where, like, say if you are an entrepreneur, right? You, like when I say like, oh, I might not want to get a car yet, or I might not want to go and get my own place yet, and I'm gonna stay living with my parents for a little longer until this works, right? And I can afford it from, you know, what I make from my business, my content, my music, you know, all these things, you know, I want to, you know, I want to be patient. And like I said, the ego will come in and be like, bro, you 25, bro. It's time to get right. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I could listen to that ego and I could just go get a 9 to 5 while I'm still working on my content and my music and all that. And, you know, and then I could just be working that job, just trying to pay that, you know, that monthly payment, that car note, that rent, whatever it is. And I could just be in a position where I'm stressed out and I'm able to, you know how I feel when you work those jobs and you feel like drained and you don't really feel like creating after the job, like after you go home. And like, so that energy will pile up on you, right? And so it's like, of course it's a learning curve and of course you can still make it happen and all that, but it becomes 10 times harder. So it's like, why do that? But ego will put us in those types of situations, but I'm fighting it. And I always talk about this and I tell people this all the time, like, bro, just take your time. You know, it's nothing. You're not missing nothing. If you go get a car and all that, you can't really afford it off your business, all these things. Don't do it yet if that's not your goal. If your goal is to make sure that you're able to pay for your life from your business, your content, your music, all these things, you know, stick to that plan, man. Like July said it best. They could be drowning in debt whole time and you think they winning. It's sad. But yeah, Mariah, it's not even that people, like, I'm not even saying like you start seeing people around you start to win and make a lot of money and all that. No, but they might be living regular lifestyles, you know, making, you know, whatever it is they making. But it's like, you know, in a sense, from where we are, we coming from being kids, like we coming from being kids, you know, getting out of high school and all that to, you know, we ain't had no car, we ain't had no house, our own house and all that. And now it's like, okay, now we start to get to these age and we start to feel like, damn, I'm behind. I'm like, I gotta catch up. What the hell am I doing? And so that's you could really feed into that energy, and that's a struggle. Mariah, I like that you naming all these struggles too, because it's more struggles. My initial thought was just the whole, you know, people starting to come up and we start to get in our head about our position in life. But also being an entrepreneur, you definitely have to make sacrifices, and people struggle with that as well. Yeah, it's hard to make sacrifices, like balancing time and all that stuff. And that's another sacrifice. The initial point is another sacrifice. The fact that, yeah, you got to sacrifice certain things that you might want right now, but you know, maybe you can afford it, but it's gonna take time. You know what I'm saying? Jobs are draining all around. I feel you, from the people to the hours. Yeah, like, and that's the thing. Yeah, you said from the people to the hours. So you putting in the time, you putting in all them hours, and you know you drain from that. The people, that's a huge point. Like the people, it's a lot of those people. They super small minded. Like, either they tried something or they gave up, or they just really listened to the world and said, like, where they feel like it's nothing they can do. Like, your only option is to go to school or just get you a regular job and work that for the rest of your life. Like, those people already, like, made up their mind. Like, I remember I worked this one job. Hold on, let me see. I be feeling like a job take up your whole day, from commute to getting ready and everything. Yeah, and then you tired and you got to go home, get some rest. You know, what time do you have? Like, I heard somebody say, I heard Steve Harvey just say this. Like, he was like, people will work their job, right? So they sleep for 8 hours. Then they say, okay, now you get up and then you spend what? Say you spend an hour getting ready. That's 9 hours right there. It take you a half hour to go to work. Cool. Let's just say an hour. We're going to do the commute there and back. I'm loving the new setup. That's a fact. It's a chill vibe. You feel me? And I'm cold as shit, so I had to have a blanket on me. Feel me? But yeah, you know, so then, yeah, let's just add in an hour. Especially if we talking warehouse. Yo, July, you been in them trenches, man. Like, I'd have been there, man. I hate the warehouse. I remember my last warehouse job that I said, like, I'll never do it again. I forget where it was at. I think it was at, like, the Burlington warehouse or something. And hey, yo, everybody that's coming into the live, man, make sure y'all go ahead and hit like and comment, man. Join the conversation. Comment where y'all watching from. All that good stuff, you feel me? Let's get to 10 likes tonight. We had 2 so far. Let's get it to 10. We got 7 people in here. I know y'all can get us up there. We can get to the 10. Everybody in here, if you ain't pressed like, hit that like button real quick for me, you feel me? it helped YouTube get in. It helped YouTube push it in the algorithm a little bit, where they start to feel like, okay, people like it, so let's go ahead and let's start showing more people. Nah, warehouse is terrible, bro. Like warehouse, you could never do enough. Everything you do in a warehouse, they gonna constantly tell you do more. Like, the crazy part is, like, you'll be sitting there and I remember sitting there and we had 2 people on the line. The line kept shutting down, but the boxes that I was taking off of the truck and putting them on the conveyor belt didn't have no stamp, no sticker on it that had like the little label, you know, the label joint that had the scanner and all that. So the person I was with would just, when I was taking them off, they would just go ahead and slam the sticker on. But then that person had to go to lunch or something. I come back, so then, I'm sitting there, I'm by myself. Now I got to put the stamps on and I got to throw them onto the conveyor belt. So now every time the line was shut down, it was packed, so it just kept on shutting down. Every time the line was shut down, I would take them off the, I would take them, they stacked up in the truck. I'd take them down, and then I'd throw the label on it, and then just keep stacking them up onto the side. And once it's back up and running, then I'd throw them over there. And then it took a long time, and then the supervisor came over and was like, yo, why is this truck still why are we still working on this same truck? And I'm like, bro, I'm out here by myself. Look at the belt keeps shutting down. What am I supposed to do? But they don't want to hear none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's sad, but they really don't. It's like, nah, that warehouse, that puts you in a... I think the first few jobs I worked was a warehouse job, and that was horrible. Like, I just kept quitting. I kept jumping from job to job at that time because they be temps. I met somebody that was a temp for 5 years. Like, I was like, how long you been here? He's like, I've been here 5 years. He was like, he's still a temp. They still ain't hiring him on. He said he came there straight out of high school. He was 22 at the time, or 23 actually. 23, I think I was 19 at the time? Something like that. Who needs help with budgeting? That was Mariah, okay? She was talking about she need to learn that budgeting, that whole vibe with the budgeting. Yeah, they don't care for real. Like, yeah, that'll have you in a bad, I can't stand that. I may create a TikTok page for it. Yeah, if you do that, you know what I'm saying, they gonna rock with it because it's essential. But the thing is, like I said, budgeting, so many people look at it as like it's this bad thing. It's not the cool thing to do. Hold on, let me change this shit. All right, I like that one. That jump probably didn't affect the quality or nothing. Still a temp after 5 years. Nah, they getting over on dude. That's a fact. Like, he got to go to work every day stressed out thinking he about to lose his job. All because he's still a temp after 5 years. No way. He ain't got no benefits. He ain't got nothing. He could lose his job tomorrow. Hopefully, dog was, that was how long ago? Yeah, 19. That was 6 years ago. Dog's still working there now, bro. I mean, he been there for 11 years at that point, if he's still there. 11 years. That man 29. Man, I wish the best for boy. But yeah, man, like, Mariah, anybody in here, man, go ahead and list some more struggles as an entrepreneur that you've been coming across in your 20s. Like I said, I think the ego is just a big thing. Another thing y'all see, I keep talking about it, changing up, like having different interests so many times. Like, when you're in your 20s, you still figuring yourself out as a human, as an adult. And it's like, so many things, we get interested in so many different things all the time that it's so easy to keep switching. It's hard to focus on one thing. And I think that's the problem that a lot of people have when it comes to like people that go to school, people that go to college. Like, they get in a position where, hold on, I can't even see that message, whoever typed that. But staying motivated with your passion and not giving up. Yeah, like, that's right in line with that, Kay. Like, like I said, you can easily you keep switching passions, but staying motivated with a passion. So something you already identified as a passion, you like, okay, this is something I really love doing and I want to see this all the way through. But yeah, a lot of people definitely, it's like hard to stay motivated. It's hard to keep working. I didn't realize that for the longest because, everybody who know me, I'm like a maniac. Like, I always keep going. The way I be working, it becomes my life and it consumes everything. I just be like, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. And sometimes I make it look easy. I make it look like it's not hard. But it's like, I don't know. I think for me, it's because I always, this. I know that this is something I'm passionate about when it comes to making content, and then when I'm making music and all that. And it's like, I just lock in on it, and I make it this thing where I just get, like, I remember when I started this whole journey, it was like, okay, I have to make sure I'm posting as much as possible. I have to make sure, and if, for the longest, everybody had been tapped in for a minute, I've been posting every single day, you know what I'm saying? And then music, like, okay, I got to make sure I'm in the studio for this amount of time every day. Like, I'm going to make sure I'm in there. Don't, like, if I got free time, downtime, I'm getting right in the studio and just start playing beats. And then over time, that just becomes a part of my day where I feel weird if I don't do it. And I talked to y'all even about the gym recently. All right, Kay. I talked to y'all in the gym. About the gym recently, about, like, how for the longest I used to always just have this goal, and I just be like, oh, I want to have this body or whatever, and I would take like progress pics and all that, and then I learned, like, okay, how about instead of just worrying about the goal and how I want my body to look and how long that's going to take and taking progress pics, let me just go to the gym every day and make it my everyday, make it my lifestyle, make it something that I'm gonna feel weird if I don't go. And when I'm not going, I can't wait to go. Like, I go 5 days a week right now, so that's Monday through Friday. So it's like, on Saturday and Sunday, I'm kind of in a position where I'm like, all right, I can't wait to get back. I can't wait till Monday comes. And that's how I felt this week. But, it becomes a part of your lifestyle. And that's how I usually stay so grounded when it comes to staying motivated and disciplined. It's a struggle trying to find a network of support. And, I was just having this conversation today with my mans about, like, the fact that we oftentimes put ourselves in positions where we be like, okay, I need to network. I need to meet people. I need to have a team. And we all been there. I've been there where when I first started making music, I was like, I got to build a team. I didn't even know what a team was. I didn't know what that meant. You just hear everybody who's successful say, oh, or anybody who you just look up to. Maybe they're not even successful, but you look up to them or whatever, and then they say, oh, they're them and their team. And I tried hard. I tried networking. I tried going to studio sessions, trying to meet people, trying to figure out, okay, who can I put around me that's going to help me win? And I realized that the people around me, like my friends, like literally, if that's my team. Like my girl, that's my team. My family, that's my team. People that's going to look out for me. People that's going to support every drop. People that's going to, look out for opportunities for me. That's my family. Like, a lot of the time, I think people don't, it's easy to overlook the people that we have around us. And that's a great network of support in a sense. Like, I think we always try to outreach and think that we need other people. But it's like, oftentimes, you got to think, if I want to meet somebody, right? Like, say if I want to meet y'all, right? So July and Mariah, say if I'm like, yo, man, y'all killing it. Y'all killing this whole business thing. I want to get around y'all. I want to network with y'all. Y'all have y'all own family. Y'all have y'all own friends that y'all grew up with that mean everything to y'all, that y'all going to look out for them first, always, right? So even if I come around, y'all rock with me as a person, y'all love me, it's going to be very hard. Let me not say love me, but y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because that's like being y'all in your main group. It's going to be hard to get that close. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way you feel about the people who closest to you in your life and people who actually support you, it's going to be hard for anybody else to get to that point with you. Like, me and my guy talk about this all the time. Like, I barely answer my phone, right? But if my guy, my family or something call me, I'm answering, right? No matter what. And so it's like, you got to think. You network with some people that you're not going to be, it's hard to get that close. Like, of course it happens, but it's super hard to actually even be able to get opportunities from certain relationships. You're right. The entrepreneur route is really a lonely road, especially in the beginning. That's a fact too. July, like, yeah, it is. It is. Ain't nobody going ain't nobody gonna support the vision until it's cool to support. that's why I always say, man, I appreciate everybody, like all y'all that be here watching my lives, watching my videos. And July, I seen you comment a couple times on my videos, you know, and you know, y'all be supporting when it's not cool. Like we got only a couple people in the live. Y'all the only two commenting, right? So it's like, you know, it's not cool to support me, but I appreciate y'all at this moment. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the reason why it's like this is why people always say you only need one. You only need one to go viral because you could be great at what you do. You could be a great music artist. You could be a great content creator. Your business, your product could be phenomenal, but once somebody hear about it and it actually starts to catch a lot of traction, you know, people now they're like, oh, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's actually cool. Even the people that already knew about your stuff, but they ain't want to support. Like I had moments. Look, I'm not even gonna cap to y'all. Let me tell y'all this story. I remember when I was making, you know, I had a song that went out and it was doing numbers. A lot of people was talking about it. And then somebody reposted it on their story. I'm surprised they even sent me the screenshot. They reposted it on their story on Instagram. And somebody swiped up. They sent me the screenshot of the message thread. And somebody swiped up and was like, who is this? Like, whose song is this? And the person was like, oh, it's somebody I listen to. And then they was like, that joint on fire. And the person was like, yeah, it is fire. Oh, it's TimelessRoc. And whatever song it was, I forget. But I was like, you see how that person was like, oh, it's just somebody. You know what I'm saying? And then when the person said the song is amazing, like fire, they was like, oh shit, it's cool to actually say who it is because they like it. All right, let me tell them who it is now. That's the way this world works. Another struggle is the constant self-doubt that keeps screaming at you and makes you question if you have it in you to succeed. And Mariah, I ain't gonna cap, Mariah. I'm gonna give you a gem right now. Like, I had this moment. Remember I told you I was literally at a moment where I was like, I'm about to be done. Like, let me just give it one last punch. Let me just go hard right now. I straight up be like, it's TimelessRoc. Go tune in. You see what I'm saying? Because you got a different mentality. You rock with me. Heavy. And you don't care about it looking cool. You know what I'm saying? You're not just supporting me because it's cool too. You're not supporting me because everybody gonna be like, yeah, you listen to TimelessRoc? You support me because you actually fuck with me. You fuck with my music. You fuck with the movement. You know what I'm saying? All that. You come in the lives because you fuck with my mindset and the thing I be, you know, everything I talk about, all the wisdom I drop, advice, all that. But yeah, Mariah, like I had this moment and I was like, okay, I love making content. I love making music. But I had a moment where I was like, yo, do this shit love me back, man? Like I had that thought. I was like, you know, I can love something all I want. Like think about it in relationships. You could love a person so much, but do they love you back? And how long you gonna stay before you like, man, this person don't love me back? Like I gotta go somewhere where they love me. You know? And that's a thought I had, and I was like, man, that was a game. It was a game changer because it made me start looking at things totally different. You know? It's like, but yeah, you can get to that point where yeah, you can have those self-doubt moments because you like, damn, if I've been doing this so long, I love it, of course, that's why I've been doing it, but it's like, do it love me back? And if it don't, how can I can't keep doing this. I can't keep putting myself in this position to just be not loved back. Like the love has to be reciprocated. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, when I came back and I keep saying that I didn't never step away. You know that I've been here the whole time. But after I had this whole moment in my mind and I was going back and forth trying to figure out how I'm gonna continue, I was like, I'm gonna just lean into my gift fully. That gift, y'all know my gift. You know, I talked about it all the time. You know, giving advice, motivating, inspiring, sharing my wisdom, my experiences. I was like, man, look, I'm gonna just not worry about the SEO. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna lean into my gift, and how can I make these videos as good as possible, right? Where I can give as much value, I can help as many people, and through that, if this thing is for me, and this thing love me back, like I said, God gonna put me in the right place. God gonna make sure my content gets put on the right pages for the right person to click, and they're gonna tap in, and it's gonna help them in so many ways that they gonna want to subscribe, and they gonna want to support, and they gonna continue to go along this ride, you know. And so I was like, okay, this is for me, and this is this is what I'm gonna be doing. And yeah, you know. But yeah, that was something that opened my eyes a lot when I asked myself that. I'm like, damn, do this shit love me back? But because it's crazy, it'll have you start to think, damn, am I even good? Like, it'll have you think, like, I think I'm good, I'm confident that I'm good, but it's like, at some point, it's like, what the hell, bro? Like, how am I going to get this content seen? How am I going to get this music heard? How am I going to sell these products? How, bro? It's like, damn, at some point, it gets draining. You okay? What's good? But, and it's like, ah, damn, like, I remember having an argument with somebody, I remember fucking around, in a relationship and shit, and I remember I was like, yo, this shit is bad. At some point, when am I, and if this shit ain't gonna get no better, at what point do I say, you know what, it's time for me to start putting my energy into somebody else that's gonna fuck with me from scratch? None of that other stuff. There's also a struggle to find a product market fit and finding customers. I feel you. That's what I'm saying, Mariah. Like, it's like, that's what I'm saying. That's why it's like, I always be like, damn. I had that moment where it was like, God damn, like, if this shit for me is God gonna put me in the right place? Is life gonna make sure I walk in the right, in the right rooms and have my product pop up in the right places? Like, it's hard, Mariah. I'm telling you, it's super hard. And it's a constant pursuit. And, it's scary because at some point, yeah, you gonna have those thoughts like, okay, at what point do I say this shit is done? Like, it ain't working. And I always say this. Y'all know I said this to y'all all the time about, like, I truly, firmly believe that if I keep going, I don't quit, I'm gonna win. I have to. At some point, it has to work. Like, at some point of me posting all these videos and dropping music and talking to y'all every day, it's gotta work. At some point, it has to. Like, how can I can't even fathom the thought of, me being as great as I am and it not working at some point. Like, that just sounds crazy. It's insane. I can never ever come to terms with that. And like I always tell y'all, I'd rather keep doing what I love every single day, working at that. Like, when 50 Cent said, get rich or die trying, literally, like, I'm willing to do what I love every single day, and I'm willing to get success in this I'm willing to work towards success in this every single day, or I'm gonna die trying. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like nothing else I'd rather do, and anything else seems like it would just be me just, saying whatever, and I'm gonna just, it's gonna make me angry. I talk about that a lot. Like, I will never be the type of person to say, like, don't chase your dreams. The bitter people that, they gave up on their dreams and now they like, oh, nah, don't do that. Don't chase your dreams. That's not real. It's not going to happen. I'll always be that type of person. If, to say, yo, do that. You love that? Do that. Right? And I think about my kids all the time. I'm like, so since I'm that type of person that's going to say, if you love that, work hard at that every day and you're going to accomplish it. If I'm that type of person, I refuse to be that parent, that dad that my kids can look at and say, man, but you quit though. You stopped. You gave up and it didn't work. Not in the way you wanted it to. So I can't be that guy. So if I'm not going to be that guy, that mean, if I don't want to be that guy, that mean I got to keep working. I can never give up. And that's how I feel about this. Trust me, I deal with this a lot. I had to step back from the business to figure out the route I'm finna go. Facts, I'll be back. Okay, you tweaking. You keep on coming in and saying I'm gonna be back. Trust me, I deal with this a lot. I had to step back from the business to figure out the route I'm finna go. Yeah, though, Mariah, like, yeah, you gonna have to sometimes, Mariah. Like, that's okay. Like, you gonna have to step back sometimes to figure out, okay, How am I going to elevate this? How am I going to grow this? Yeah, K, you tweaking. Like, how am I going, you know, what am I going to do? I think it's so hard, yo. It's so hard, Mariah, like, in the sense of, like, you know, I feel like, okay, I need to step back. Like, for the past couple of weeks, I was like, I just want to disappear for a little bit, in the sense of, like, not like physically, but like I want to step back and I want to just say, I don't want to think about anything for a little while. But the craziness in me and how much I want this, it hurts me to say I'm going to step back. Because then when I step back, there's nothing more I'd rather do than to come back and to start posting and to start, you know, making music and doing all these things that I love to do. And it stresses me out. It's a battle. It's a constant battle. And it's like, it wasn't until recently when I was like, okay, I'm going to lean into my gifts fully. Y'all see I haven't posted a long form video in the past. I didn't post one this last week. And I'm not going to post one this week. I'm going to be going live for y'all. I've been filming. I just filmed today. I'm going to continue to film and stack up a bunch of videos. And then when I post, it's time to hit the ground running. But I'm going to be on here live with y'all, talking to y'all, and just figuring out more ideas to just continue to elevate. This is the first time I've done this for a while, and I'm not going to lie, Mariah, this shit been hard. And, you know, like I said, I still give myself those troubles where I'm back and forth, like, what am I doing? What am I doing? I got to feel productive. I saw Chloe Bailey talk about, you know, and hold on. Oh, shit, I was about to grab my phone. I was like, where's my phone? Because I'm used to filming and it being, you know, I got my camera. So now I'm using my phone right now. But I saw a clip where Chloe Bailey was talking about oftentimes we'll try to work so hard to try to run away from things that we dealing with. And so, like, I saw somebody, it was a study that said, okay, they tied mice, they tied mice by the tail in a box, right? And then they said it was an experiment to basically see why someone works hard and what causes them to work so hard. And so they tied their tails to the wall, and they was in this box. They put the scent of cheese. They was hungry, right? They was starving mice. They put the scent of cheese in front of the mice and made them pull, right? And the thing they tied their tails to, they was able to measure the pressure at which those mice pulled, right? And so the smell of cheese, they starving, they pulled. And so they measured how much force they pulled at. And then they did it again where they put the smell of cheese in the front, and then they put the smell of a cat, which obviously is like a predator to a mouse. They put the scent of a cat behind them. So now they got cheese, which they want because they hungry, and they got the smell of a cat that they scared of behind them. And so they ran again. And the force was so much stronger that time than it was when it was just that they was hungry and they wanted the food. And that's like a prime example of what we go through as entrepreneurs, in the sense, like, if we want something, right? So that goal is the cheese for us, right? And then the cat scent is the fear of doing anything else, the fear of I'm done, the fear of quitting, the fear of being broke, the fear of all that stuff is the scent that's behind us, and we work even harder. Like, when you think about people that's well off, people that grew up in families that's, you know, wealthy, right? Obviously, it's not always the case, but for most parts, most things that we think about in most examples, the person who doesn't have that fear of being broke and being left on their face, and they just have the goal, they're not working as hard as the person who don't want to go back to where they came from, people that don't want to give up, people that have an insecurity of not being successful. The people, all that, that person is not going to go harder than that person because they have another edge. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's just one of those things. And that's going to be a big struggle for entrepreneurs, period, especially people that come from where we come from. We come from poverty. I talk to y'all so much about my homeless stories, being homeless, you know, being broke, you know, coming from the hood, you know, lights being cut off, water being cut off, sleeping in the car, selling my car on fucking Let Go or OfferUp for $800 to get to be able to get a place to stay, food, not being able to eat. I talked to y'all so much about it, and I got some videos coming soon where I'm gonna even talk about it even more, and I'm gonna go out there and actually show y'all the whole place so I could give y'all the visual, because I talked to y'all about my experiences, but no, I'm giving y'all the visual, and y'all gonna get that real soon. I'm excited for it. And so, you know, I just want y'all to know more about everything, where I came from, things that, you know, I went through in my life, and, you know, hopefully it can help y'all, you know, and be some inspiration, some motivation, you know, for y'all. But yeah, you know, it's a lot of struggles as entrepreneurs. We named a bunch in this live, you know. But yeah, Mariah, you definitely, sometimes you're gonna have to step back. That's just normal. That's just how it goes, you know. So as long as you realize, you understand where you're trying to go, and you understand what the plan is, you know that you're not finna quit, you're not finna give up on the dream. That's all that matters, you know, and you just come back even stronger. That's how it works, you know. And you're gonna be built for it. It's just about how much you want this, how much you want this. Gotta be determined to get to the next level. That's a fact. Like Mariah, I swear to God, like I always talk about this, like my vision, my dream, my mind, when I think about my future, it's always abundance. It's always, I'm gonna have kids, and, you know, they don't ever have to they don't ever have to want anything. They don't ever have to need anything. They good. You know what I'm saying? They straight. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have the house that I want. I'm gonna have the cars that I want. You know, all these things, and I'll never need anything, and I'll be able to give. You know, I'm straight. Not only that I'm straight, but I can give to my people, give to other people. Share, you know, I can share. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want. Back. There she is. There she is. But, you know, that's what I want. That's what I see in my future. It's never been nothing different for me. And it's like, I can't give up. I can't stop. Like, I'm just excited to see where this journey take us, y'all. I swear. Like, the ideas that I have, I'm so excited for it. Like I told y'all before, I got some ideas that I'm scared to do, because it's going to be different. But I'm telling y'all, I want this shit bad, and I'm going to get it. And I promise y'all, my life going to look a lot different from this time. When we think about this time next year, my life going to look a lot different, a lot better. I'm going to be happy as shit that I put my fears to the side. You got this. That's a fact, Kay. Like, I'm going to be happy that I put my fears to the side, and that I was like, look, man, I'm ready to put it all on the line for this. Definitely excited to see what's to come. You got this. And Mariah, I appreciate you too, because I appreciate all y'all, man, you know, sticking with me in times where I don't feel like I know what's going to happen and what I'm about to do next. I feel very good about this. Like, it's crazy because y'all seeing this real time right now. Like, y'all seeing me close my eyes. I'm really thinking about it. Like, when I say I close my eyes and I'm imagining this shit, Kay know this, you know, and now y'all can know this. I'm a very big dreamer. I have a strong imagination. I can see things. My vision is so clear. Like, anything I want to see right now, I can imagine it. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, when I tell y'all just now, I just had that mindset. When I just told y'all, I promise y'all my life going to look a 1,000 times better this time next year. And I'm going to be looking back at this time, and I'm going to be like, damn, I said that. And then, like I said, I'm going to be thanking myself for putting my fears to the side and just saying, fuck it. It's time to go. It's time to grow. It's time to get to it. And it's time to get everything I said I want. And I promise y'all, I just seen that in my head. My imagination be going crazy for real. That's fire. That's what I'm saying. You need that. That's the only way you're going to be able to, you know, only way you're going to be able to accomplish everything. You got to see it so vividly that you can't see no other life, you know? I'm hype as shit. It's funny because I'm saying I'm hype as shit with a straight face, but real shit though, I'm hype. I know a lot finna change. Like, I just thought about the videos that I said I wanted to do. Like I said, I'm gonna be shook. And y'all might see it, but if y'all might not. Cause I can tell you too, Mariah, you seen the first show I did. The first live show I did in New York. I was scared as shit. But y'all, ain't nobody see it. But, you know, that's who I am. That's what I get into. And we're going to see how far this takes us. It's exciting. I'm ready to make it happen. But nah, it was good with y'all, man. What other struggles y'all got as an entrepreneur? Mariah been dropping a lot of them, so I know you done went the rounds. You know what I'm saying? You done experienced a lot of shit when it comes to this business shit, this entrepreneur shit, being in your 20s. You know what I'm saying? What's some other struggles you thinking about when it comes to this whole entrepreneurship journey? I also got some more shorts, some more reels and stuff coming that I just made one that came out fire. I'm hyped for y'all to see that too, because I figured out a way to go back into the shorts and the reels. And, you know, I'm hyped to put those out because I had some clips that I had, some little background clips and all that. Like, remember those videos I was doing as shorts as like where I would be cooking and I would be in the gym? I found out a way to do some type of voiceover for it, where it's like, it's a sound of my own sound. And I'm able to put that as a sound on those videos, and I can use it, and it's very motivational, very inspirational, very insightful, dealing with challenges from competition. Okay, so like where you think that you're in a competition with other people, like you competing with other people, you putting yourself down because of competition, in a sense, like people I don't know, you thinking, damn, I should be there, or people trying to compete with you that you know. Like friends, family trying to compete with you. Is that what you're saying? That's a tough one. Because we always going to feel like, it's competition. Like, if in this content game, somebody that's in your niche, you're going to look at it and be like, okay, they doing that. I want to do it better. And then you start looking at people that I know trying to compete with you. All right, so people you know trying to compete with you. I mean, if you know them, if you cool with them and they trying to compete with you, then they not really your friend. So it's like, I wouldn't talk to them about anything when it comes to my business. Like when I started my boutique, everyone started selling the same stuff I had. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't worry about it because it's room for everybody, for one. But if they your friend, then they're not really your friend. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's going... Well, it depends though too, because like I said, I mean, if you and your friend both was interested in something and they wanted to do it and you was doing the same thing, of course you might be like, damn, bro, you doing the same shit as me. Like, we really ain't got no separation. Like, what the hell, or what do we have different to offer? I feel that. But it's room for everybody, man. It really is. But yeah, I mean, if you just selling the same stuff, I get it. It's like, damn, you know. You could be interested in what I'm interested in, but yo, bro, find a way to make it your own, bro. I get that. That's crazy. You know, and then they'll try to market it to the same people that you marketing to, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, what the fuck, bro? How we can't sell the same thing to the same people, bro? Depends. Like, I'm not gonna wear the, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you get out of that? Like, my own your own shit shirt, right? So say if somebody else, one of my friends was like, I'm gonna make a shirt that says own your own shit on it. And then they gonna go and start marketing to my audience or the same audience, period. Like, it's like, bro, what the fuck? They only gonna buy one own your own shit shirt. They might buy different colors and all that, but it's like they only gonna buy one. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what the hell? What did it get out of you? Why, like, if they already bought mine, why would they buy yours? If they already bought yours, why would they buy mine? So it's like, we competing in the same space. That's tough. You know? If they put a spin on it, they do something different. Because, I mean, you think about gas stations, right? I mean, same stuff, but they just got a different name on it. But they all making billions of dollars. So it's like, I mean, niggas can still win. I just get how that could be frustrating. I'm gonna be on here probably like 10 more minutes or something like that. We having some good combos though. We've been having some good Johns, good questions, good comments and all that, good topics. And it always lead us somewhere that's completely different. Hold on, it said I can view the message. The fuck? This damn shit sucks. That's why I made my shit. I can't see it. Damn. Oh, yes, people be telling me they want to, oh wait. Yes, telling people that they said what I got for less. Damn. Oh man, that's tough. That's why I made my shit like into my own logo on my clothes. People can't steal that. Yeah, so yeah, you know, you added your branding to it and all that. But damn, they going around telling your customers and people you know they selling your shit but for cheaper. I mean, shit, that's also the name of the game, but that's also not your friend. If they found a way to still make a profit and sell it cheaper than you, they most likely gonna win, but that ain't your friend for sure. They undercutting you. That's fucked up. You know? That's how it works. They call that a competitive edge, a competitive advantage. The advantage they got is that it's the same product but for cheaper. And if they found a way to still make a profit, then they winning, I guess. That's the name of the game. You just gotta figure out how to evolve and how to still win. Of course, it might be hurtful when it's somebody that you love, somebody that you know and thought was cool. That's hurtful. I know that for a fact. But yeah, there's ways to coexist, man. You know? I think the biggest thing, man, just focus on you. Focus on your business. Focus on what you got going on. Like I said, people gonna do what they want to do, and at the end of the day, if they do something that's undermining you, then it is what it is. You know, you can only do what you will with that information and move forward. At the end of the day, you still in the business, and that's your business, and you got to keep working on your business. You know. You be marketing the fuck out of that, John. Like, literally, like, you be showing yourself wearing it and all that. Like, that's the best way to go about any clothing. Like, you showing people, like, it's cool to wear it. You know what I'm saying? That's going to automatically give you an edge over anybody. Because a lot of people not marketing their stuff. Not that much, for sure. One more thing, knowing how to deal with times of low profits is a struggle. All right, so low profits, you talking about, because what's going on? So you saying dealing with, or do you mean low sales? Because low profits, obviously, you know, if you worked out the numbers, your profits should pretty much stay the same, unless, you know, you had any other expenses come up out of nowhere. But yeah, do you mean like low sales? Yeah, so sales slow at the moment. Yeah, that's tough. Like you said, like as an entrepreneur, dealing with times where money is not coming in and trying to, you know, figure out how to manage it. That is tough. Yeah, they like, hold on, what the hell? How do I do this? Put user in the timeout. They like keep blocking messages. I think if you like repeat something, I think I gotta go to my settings and change something to where it don't like block messages for being repeated or something like that. Cause she ain't say nothing bad. What the hell? Kate put the little heart Jones, the little this, and it blocked it. What the hell? But yeah. So sales slow at the moment. One thing, knowing how to deal with those times. That's hard, and it's like, I mean, anytime sales are lower, most likely it just means that you need to market more, for sure. Like, you know, one thing I learned about this whole game is that like I remember when I dropped my ebook, it was a free ebook, so of course more people was more geared towards getting it because it was free. But I learned that over time I would steadily get more downloads on the ebook, right? But obviously, I knew that whenever I would talk about the ebook, I would get way more, downloads. So like, I might be getting one a day, right? But let me talk about it. I'm gonna get 10 a day. You know what I'm saying? I keep talking about I'm gonna get 20, 30. You know what I'm saying? So like, when it comes to sales, period, the more you talk about it, the more sales you're gonna make. Like, that's just really how that works. And it's crazy because it's that simple. The more you talk about it, the more you gonna sell. The more downloads you gonna get. Whatever it is that you're doing, literally. So whenever sales are low, kind of look at what's going on. Are you talking about it as much? Like, are you marketing your business as much in that time when the sales low? And that'll definitely tell you a lot about what's going on and why sales low. And of course, certain times of the year, more people might not be buying as much. Like, I would assume January is probably a month that it's right after Christmas. It's a new year. More people holding on to their money. Obviously, in a recession, people talk about people not spending as much money. It's a lot of factors at play, But one of the biggest ones for sure, most of the time, yeah, wow, YouTube, that's a fact. Yeah, most of the time, one of the biggest ones, the biggest reasons that you're just not talking about it enough. And sometimes we easily be like, no, I'm probably being annoying. They don't want to keep hearing it. But nah, bro, like, fuck it. That shit works. The more you talk about it, the more people that's going to actually buy from you. More people that's going to download your product. Hey, everybody in here, if you ain't press like, make sure y'all scroll down, hit like on the live real quick, man. If you getting some value from it, I've been dropping some game tonight. And make sure y'all hit like. It's going to help YouTube know that, yo, this is a good live. He dropping game. So we want more people to see this. Make sure y'all hit that like. It take, negative 0.2 seconds. Yeah, marketing is key. Yeah, it is. Like, in anything you do, marketing is key. The more you talk about it, the more people know about it. They don't know about it, they can't buy it, they can't download. It's just like being in the studio. If I'm not in the studio, I can't make a song. The more I'm in the studio, the more songs I'm gonna make. The more a baseball player is at bat, the more hits he gonna have. This is definitely a great lie. That's a fact, Mariah. Yo, these Jones been tough. Like, we've been in our bag. You feel me? Yeah, we've been dropping hella game. It started off on one topic and it just keep leading us to the next. I'm fucking with this. But nah, yeah, shit tough. But yeah, Mariah, there was a couple factors to look at. When sales is low, you know what time it is. But I'm about to get the live to an hour. Like I said, I'm going to be on here for 2 more minutes. Get the live to an hour. Hour just look good. Feel me? But yeah, any more last drops, any more last problems, last struggles you want to add into the conversation, we can go ahead and hit that real quick before we get up out of here. Definitely, let me know that. Cause this shit's been nice. I'm fucking with it. Any more struggles? We had a couple, like, I think July, that was our first time being in the live, so I fuck with that, or their first time being in the live. I don't know why. I don't be knowing. I'm over here saying her now. First I started saying, calling him a boy. Then I was like, her. I don't know what the fuck going on. But yeah, it was their first time in the live. Lack of funds is another struggle. Yeah, so in your business, you in the clothing business, I'm assuming it's very cash intensive. Like, you got to keep buying product, keep buying inventory. Like, you need inventory. Depending on how you do it too. Like with the shirts, like I did this print on demand, So like I don't need to keep inventory in my house. Like I just literally, I market it, people go to the site, buy it, print it up on demand, and I make the profit in between, in the middle, I don't gotta buy inventory, I don't need to stock anything. It just goes straight through them. But like I know you, like with yours, is it any way that you can not hold inventory and maybe lower the amount of cash you need up front. That's a tough one. And then, of course, if you wanted to run paid ads, you need cash. Things like that. We hit that hour mark. I'm gonna let you respond real quick, then I'm gonna get up out of here. You know the vibes. This was fire live. I'm happy I did this. We're gonna be back on live tomorrow. You already know the vibes. Fuck it. We in our Duffy with it. Yeah, like buying more inventory, but sometimes vendor wants you to buy more bulk orders. Yeah, and that's obviously the best way to buy shit, because bulk, obviously, you can get discounts. You buying it wholesale and everything. That's obviously definitely the best way to buy it. But yeah, like you said, I mean, if you got less cash, you can't really afford to do it. You know? It's tough. The clothing business is definitely hard. I hear that all the time. Ah, man. But nah, man, I appreciate y'all pulling up to the live and rocking with me this entire hour. It's been a fire live. We dropped a lot of game. We dropped a lot of, wisdom, advice. It's been some great questions. Shared some experiences. It's been fire, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up to the live, man. You already know the vibes, man. Own your own shit at all times. Don't give up. Everybody in here, if you feeling like you want to give up, you feeling down, you feel like you might be at the end of your road, it's not over. You can still win. You don't left my ass off. Get some sleep, Rock. Yeah, I probably am going to sleep after this. But it's not the end of your road. You can win. Figure out what exactly you need to be doing. Figure out what your gift is. Figure out what your purpose is. Step in that, and God gonna lead the way. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna always end up on the right path. You're gonna end up, He gonna make sure you shown to the right people. He gonna make sure you get the right opportunities. He gonna make sure you meet the right people. Anybody you ain't meet yet, don't stress over it, because it ain't meant to be at this moment. So don't stress about it. We gonna all win. As long as you put that work in, you show up every day, you stepping in your own lane, you stepping in your own gift, your own passion, you gonna win. Hey, K, I appreciate you. But yeah, we up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in the live, man. Make sure y'all own y'all own shit at all times. You know the vibes.